Hi, I'm John Cranton with Proline Daily, courtesy of JimFeist.com. It is Monday, time for some baseball and NBA action. First, got to tell you about Jim Feist over the weekend, 10-0 run with the NBA, including a big non-conference game of the month Sunday. That was the Detroit Pistons, a 7-point dog that wins by double digits, part of an 80-40 NBA run for Jim. And here's the Monday special if you want to get on board. 10 straight days of plays in baseball in the NBA and hockey from Jim for just $10 by calling his offices Monday, 866-546-9467. Plus, Dave Koken has a Monday special, too. 7 days for $7 just by calling 855-472-2577. All right, let's get into some baseball and NBA action. I'm going to start with the NBA battle here tonight, Monday night, between the Cavaliers and the Miami Heat. Just a huge game here, as both teams have plenty to play for. The Cavaliers are tied with the Boston Celtics at the top seed in the NBA. And Miami is battling Chicago and Indiana for the last two playoff spots. Now, the Cleveland Cavaliers, they looked like they were in great shape last week when they crushed Boston on the road, seemingly taking command of the top seed. However, they since lost two in a row. It's been a flaky team. Both losses were to the Atlanta Hawks. And Sunday's game yesterday was an absolute crusher. They let a 26-point lead slip away. They were outscored 44-18 in the fourth quarter, ended up losing that game in overtime. Part of a terrible run here for Cleveland, 6-7 straight up, 4-9 against the spread. On Sunday, they got some terrific offensive output from some key players. Kyrie Irving, 45 points. LeBron James, a triple-double, 32 points, 16 rebounds, and 10 assists, fouling out in overtime. But look at the minutes some of these guys played. Kevin Love played 42 minutes, LeBron 47, and Irving 45 minutes. And here they are in the second of a back-to-back spot, where they have not been good this season against the Vegas number, 7-15 against the spread. This game, Miami opened a 2-point favorite. The money pouring in on the somewhat red-hot Miami Heat, at least as far as covering numbers the last couple of months. And the total is around 210. The Miami Heat, all they need to win, they're battling in the number 8 or 9 seed, but only number 8 gets you into the playoffs. They're battling with a couple of teams on the season, a losing road record, but they do have a winning record at home, but not by much, of 21-18 at home. However, they've been covering Vegas numbers for quite a while, 49-31 spread run, as well as a recent 29-9-1 spread run. They're top 5 in the NBA defensively in points allowed, part of a 17-7 run under the total. The offense kind of takes a back seat, but we saw a nice win at Washington the last game, 106-103, ending a 3-game road trip. Hassan Whiteside was tremendous, 30 points and 12 rebounds. When Miami plays the Eastern Conference, 21-6-1 against the spread. When you look at the head-to-head matchups between these teams, Miami's really dominated here at home, winning 12 consecutive games. Part of that was when LeBron was here in Miami. Also note that the home team is 10-1 against the spread. And the Cavaliers, the last 5 meetings in Miami, 0-5 against the spread. All right, let's turn to a baseball game on Monday. You got the Dodgers heading to Wrigley Field to play the Chicago Cubs. This is the home opener for the Cubs, and they'll be raising that championship banner for the first time since 1909. Cubs about a 180 favorite with a very high total here. Wrigley Field, 9.5, indicating that there's some wind blowing out. And the Dodgers come in with a winning record overall, 4-3, but a losing record on the road of 1-2. They come off a series at Colorado where the offense didn't do anything those first 2 games, losing 4-2 and 2-1, and then they busted out offensively with a nice 10-6 win and 15 hits that last game. This will be their 4th consecutive road game heading out to Wrigley Field. And you got a Chicago Cubs team that has their ace going here in John Lester, and the Dodgers will be going with Alex Wood. He's only 26 years old, thrown 2 innings in relief, but he's forced into the starting role here. And he actually, he had a losing record last year of 1-4, but he had pretty good stuff. 60 innings pitched, 22 hits, and 66 strikeouts. However, Dodgers matched up against a lefty here in John Lester, and they are 5-16 against southpaws. Cubs have won 4 of the last 5 games. They're off a couple of big wins where the offense finally busted out against the Brewers on the road, winning 11-6 and 7-4. The Jake Arrieta was terrific with a three-hitter, and I kind of rested the bullpen for tonight's game, and that's not the case with the LA Dodgers, who didn't get much out of Mahita yesterday, so 4 relievers had to come in for the Dodgers and throw 9 pitches, 27 pitches, 12, and 17. So the Cubs have a bullpen edge tonight. They also have an edge with John Lester, 1.80 ERA, 33-year-old ace lefty. Cubs are on a 35-16 run at home. And when Lester pitches in Wrigley Field, 21-5 record, but also 12-3-1 under the total when Lester pitches. Head-to-head record, would you believe, here at Wrigley Field when these teams play, 9-2 under the total. Pretty good defensive battles. And they're also 15-5 under the total the last 20 meetings overall. And the Dodgers have lost 4 out of 5 here in Wrigley Field. All right, let's go with a free play for Monday night. Going to go to the Colorado Rockies San Diego game. It's a very high total in Coors Field, but it's cold in Denver for tonight's game, around 40 degrees. We'll look at this game going under the total because the last 15 meetings between the teams, 9-4-1 under the total. And you got Chatwood on the mound for Denver when he pitches in Coors Field, 7-3 under the total. All right, I want to remind you, Jim Feist, 10 straight NBA wins over the weekend. He's got that special 10 days for $10 on Monday. Just call his offices, 866-546-9467. Also, if you want to get free plays daily, just call Jim's free pick line, 888-294-1970. We'll see you back on Tuesday, where Jim Feist and Dave Koken will bring you Proline Daily. We'll see you then.